Hi, I'm Veronica Deca, and welcome to Beauty and Fashion Talks here on Arise News. Join me as we chat about the latest in fashion news and beauty. Be sure to keep up with us as we stay on top of trends and key players in the industry within Africa and around the world. Now, today it's all about the long-awaited royal wedding between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and we'll be discussing Sablier's lingerie line. Now, up first, I will be talking about the royal wedding. Then we will be talking about some of the best collections to emerge from the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in Australia. And later, Tolu Oniru-Demerun, founder of Sablier lingerie line, she will be here in the studio to talk to me about her new collection. I want everyone to keep watching because Fashion and Beauty Talks will be right back. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's big day has finally arrived. Now, here is everything you need to know about the royal wedding, which is going to happen today. The location of the wedding is the prestigious St. George's Chapel. Now, we do know that they will have 600 guests, which include the royal family. The entire process will be about 3 to 4 hours, with the actual ceremony itself being 1 hour. Now, Meghan Markle will arrive with her mother, so in the carriage she'll be with her mother, and she will then be walked down the aisle by Prince Charles. American pastry chef Claire Patak, who runs Violet Cakes, a bespoke cake company, will be making the royal cake. And who is making Meghan's dress? A lot of people are asking. Well, we don't know, so we're all going to be guessing until the very last minute. Now, with all of this that's going on and being led to the marriage of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, which finally takes place today, you would think that they're the only bride and groom to have walked down the aisle. But there are plenty of royal brides preceding Miss Markle who captured equal amounts of, if not more, attention with their gowns, their smiles, slight waves. Although we don't know what Markle will wear today, there's a good chance that the look will be inspired by some combination of those who've actually come before her. Now, let's take a look at some of the iconic queens and princesses, which include Queen Reina of Jordan, Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, Princess Claire of Luxembourg, Princess Marie of Denmark, and Crown Princess Mette of Norway. Below, we rank the best royal wedding dresses ever. Now, Louis Vuitton has just released a limited edition royal wedding collection, 85 pieces fit for the royal family themselves. Louis Vuitton's latest limited release pays tribute to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in the most unmistakably British way. Now, the limited release is available exclusively at London boutiques and features a handful of Louis Vuitton's most coveted totes with trademark British insignia showcased at the brand's New Bond Street flagship, reading Louis Vuitton celebrates the royal wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The end of Mercedes Fashion Week Australia has come and gone. Yesterday, the highly anticipated closing show by Camilla with the ready-to-wear collection of the iconic Australian label left spectators, even myself, in awe of the fascinating, mysterious, and exotic collection. Here are our top 3 looks from the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Fall-Winter 2018. Bianca Spender, a tailored take on the holiday wardrobe and the possibly best jewelry collaboration ever, featured oversized masterpieces by Dinosaur Designs. McGraw cocktails, parties, anything but make it feminine, including a clever collaboration with the Country Women's Association on an exclusive capsule of hand-knitted sweaters, cardigans, and high-waisted shorts. St. George Next Again Showcase. Now, this is one of the talented designers that proceeded to make the biggest waves among those up-and-comers who are the best of the best. Just as the name suggests, it's all about the next generation in fashion, blending naked dresses, primary colors, and an array of different fabrics and textures. It's time now for a really short break, but don't go anywhere because when I come back, I will be joined by Tolu Oniru, founder of Sablier lingerie line, in studio. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Fashion and Beauty Talks on Arise News. I'm Veronica Odeka. My guest today is Tolu Oniru-Demirin, popularly known as Toolz. Now, just a few weeks ago, she launched her lingerie line, Sablier, a premium fuller bust lingerie line created for the fuller-sized female, which is often overlooked. She will be telling us about her new line, her inspiration behind her creations, and how she achieved her long-awaited goal. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so glad you're on here. So I'm going to call you Tolu because I like to be very, I like to be very personal.
It's fine. Tolu Toolz, whichever one. I'm just glad you remembered my new surname. A lot of people seem to forget that.
Oh, they do, right? Okay, because it's hyphenated.
Yeah.
Some people just, it's always good to have the proper name established. So let's just talk about this whole venture, because I like to say it's a venture. You know, when you have a business or a brand, and as you yourself, you are a brand, it's completely different from venturing into having an actual physical product.
Yes.
So tell us all about this idea and how did you get started?
Okay, so first of all, let me start with the name. It's actually Sablier.
Sablier, okay.
Sablier.
Sablier, guys, Sablier.
So it's French for hourglass.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, so my sister-in-law is French, and I'd gone through some horrible names. Like, I think there was one time I was like, Curvilicious sounds good. And then the next day I woke up and I'm like, that sounds so tacky.
Work, yeah.
You know, so then we played around with hourglass, and she goes, well, Sablier is French for hourglass. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that sounds so sexy.
So yeah.
And sounds quite classy as well. So I've been working on this for a good few years. I'm sure, as you know, you have your nail polish line.
Yes.
It doesn't happen overnight.
See, my dear, when people see you, they're like, oh my God, they're like, first of all, there are two steps. So actually having it, creating it is one. So there's a whole step after, but there's a whole process before.
It's been a good few years, a good few years. I started and I stopped and I started and I stopped.
Sounds like
and then last year, I decided to go to school for it. So I went to the London College of Fashion. I came across this course, lingerie and swimwear design. And I was like, you know what, if I'm going to be serious about this, I need to learn about the business side of things. So that was extremely valuable because I went in thinking a certain way and I learned a lot. So for example, when you have a product that you're selling, you have to realize that you're not stocking it for yourself. So even if you like, super colorful things, you might find out that in terms of what's a bestseller, it might be the more, calm colors.
Exactly that word.
So that, it took me a while to kind of think, oh, actually, that's true. I love, colorful things, but then lots of people will probably prefer their, black, browns, whites, and everything.
Yeah. So let me just quickly ask you this. Most times I meet people, either they have an idea because it's mass to market, and they're saying, you know what, there is a need for this. Not necessarily because they have a problem, just because they've been able to identify a need in the market.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's usually conversation, sometimes you just come up with an idea. For you, was it more of a problem and you now have found a solution? Or was it the same thing, like, oh, I just identified that this is needed?
It was more of a problem that I was experiencing because I've never really been able to find underwear, lingerie in this country because obviously I've got a fuller bust and I would always travel. I'd always have to travel, and then I thought about it and I thought, okay, well I can afford to travel and I just kind of leave a day or half a day where I go and do all my shopping. But then I thought about the women here that maybe they don't have the opportunity to travel,
so they don't even have the time. Because some people travel and they're like, I don't even want to be stressed with having to look for this stuff.
I thought you shouldn't have to wait till somebody travels just say, oh, you know what, I need this size, get me this. You should be able to, order something online or go to a store here and just, find your size. And if this all started when I was a teenager as well, because, growing up, you'd go to the stores and you'd see all these really pretty bras in the small sizes. And there was a time I'd be like, I'm sure that can fit me, and obviously it wouldn't, but it got. I did kind of feel a bit left out because I was thinking, well, I do have a fuller bust, so does that mean I have to be stuck with a granny bra?
Yes, but the really plain, nothing.
Just very. And I was thinking, you know what? If you're curvy, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to,
flaunt it if you want it, or
you shouldn't be able to. And I love colourful. I love. Oh my goodness, I love colourful sets. I'm very, I like.
So you're
my
not one of those
tones.
just black and just really.
I mean, I think every woman should have like a black set, but then I think you should also, have like your plain playful, colorful, you know, sets as well. So that's really what I wanted to stock. And the most important thing for me was the price point, because obviously, if you have a business in Nigeria with, if you think about how much the average Nigerian earns, you need to think about, you know, how you price your items. So I actually had to do some market research. So I did some market research before we officially, you know, started like producing things. And I was thinking that, you know, maybe the average woman in Nigeria would probably be okay spending 10 to 15. But from the market research that we, you know, did, we found out that the average woman in Nigeria wants to spend between 5 to 10K.
Wait, so let me just understand this. Really?
Yeah.
So the average Nigerian woman...
This is from the research that we did.
Okay, but this is the average woman that still cannot travel to go abroad to get the things, so more like the masses.
This is really... I mean, you have... there are different, you know, groups, there are different classes. Obviously, you have people that spend 2 to 3K. You know, you can get those bras from, like, you know, markets and everything. And for me, I've done my research, I've gone around, and it's literally just a case of, oh, does that fit? It kind of looks like it fits, you know. But then I actually wanted to offer something with better quality. Better quality. So I've got my line, and we also stock famous, you know, brands as well, like Wacko. You know, so your fantasy and everything. So I worked very, very hard to make sure that, you know, everything on my site is very affordable.
You're trying to cover it.
It's very
so
affordable.
Let's talk about the working hard bit and like the production. What goes into creating? One thing is to have an idea, which I have to applaud you for. You know, that stop and start, you know, a lot of people don't understand, which I like the thing you posted it on social media that you do start and stop a lot. I know that with me, I started and stopped. So sometimes it's very encouraging for entrepreneurs to know that it's not a one-day wake-up idea and
never go. Anything, I have this strong belief that anything worth achieving, anything worth having, it's not going to be easy. If it's easy, you need to worry. If you haven't just thrown in the towel at one point and be like, I can't do this, I don't want to do this anymore, then you know, then you need to worry.
So tell us about the production part of it.
The production part. So I have my line. And I had to work with a factory. That in itself was...
I saw that you posted something on that.
That in itself was a very, very stressful period. So because I'm starting out, I didn't think it would be right for me to have a massive collection. Because obviously you want to understand your customers' needs. So you want to understand, okay, what the most popular sizes are. So what I found out when I did market research, it's actually a little bit different now. So I've had lots of requests from women that have small band sizes. So maybe they're like a 30, 32, but they're like a G cup.
Exactly.
Yes. So I've had a lot of requests for, you know, those ladies, from those ladies rather, and I'm gonna obviously look into that. So yes, working with the factory was it was quite difficult because a lot of these factories, especially the ones based in China, they want you to make like 30,000, 10,000.
And you really can. Not when you're first of all starting out as a really small business.
It's scary. Because I just kept having nightmares of, you know, having boxes and boxes of stuff around my house that I hadn't sold.
You're looking at all your money, so your investment, just looking back at you.
So luckily, I worked with a creative director who was absolutely amazing. Who she looked into so many different options, and then it was her idea because I strictly wanted to stick with my own brand. And I realized that to get the minimum order quantities, the MOQ that a lot of these factories were asking for, to do that, I'd probably have two bras in 2 different colors.
And that's
all I would be able to, you know, afford to sell. So she actually had the idea to, you know, approach some of these brands and to say, okay, this is what we're doing. And I was when she first told me, I thought, okay, that's not going to work. But then it worked, and I'm just so pleased.
So this is a good tip. So for all my investors or like entrepreneurs that are listening, this is actually a really good tip. So what she's saying, you found there was a challenge, a bit of a challenge within itself, and then still being able to find, it's almost like a collaboration, thinking outside of the box and finding ways to go around the problem to still get to the solution. Otherwise, you would have given up. So once again, people don't give up.
Don't give up. I think if you're planning to start something and you don't have the know-how, find somebody that does. Find somebody that does. You're not expected to know everything. You're not expected to have all the answers. So find somebody that can come up with different ideas. A big thank you to Caroline. And there was, the story that I posted on Instagram, there was a point where, this is another point where I almost gave up. So I'd been talking to this brand, and I'm not going to mention the brand. I've been talking to this brand, and I loved their stock. I loved what they had. Very colourful, very beautiful, good quality, and the price point was really, really good as well. So we'd been talking to them, and we'd agreed on a price. Everything was, you know, I told my husband as well, oh my God, this is amazing. What's, you know, when you see this, when you see their bras and everything. So he was, you know, happy for me as well. And so the lady that we were talking to, our contact over there, she said, okay, everything's fine. We just need to, you know, I just need to run this by my director. So my creative consultant had said that, okay, we're going to be stocking, this is for a business in Nigeria and what have you. So we had, so they were supposed to have the meeting on a Monday or Tuesday. They had this meeting, and then this girl just went quiet. So we're like, okay, we're ready to pay.
Yeah.
What's, you know, and then she said, oh, we sold the stock to another account.
We won't do business in Nigeria.
What they told us was we sold the stock to another account. And I'm like, but that like 2 days, that was 2 days, it wasn't even that long. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, there's nothing we can do. So we later found out that it was because we you know, we're a Nigerian company. And they didn't want to have anything to do with a Nigerian company. So I was extremely hurt, I was extremely upset. I think I cried a little, because I was just like, I can't believe this is happening.
These are some of the challenges that we have. I want to keep getting into the story, but we're going to head for a really short break, you guys. Okay. If you're so super interested in Toolz' story like I am, stay tuned. We'll be right back with more conversation after this. Welcome back to Fashion and Beauty Talks on Arise. I'm Veronica Adeka. We have Toolz still in the studio. So before we're going, you were telling me all of this craziness that was going on behind what was happening with that. And
I have to say, I have a new appreciation for entrepreneurs because people see the end product. They don't know about the many nights where you're just like, I can't do this. And there was a time when I actually had the, I've had the product, I've had the items with me for, goodness me, I say since last year.
Wow, really?
And I just remember saying to my husband, I can't do this, I don't want to do this anymore. And he's like, so what are you going to do with this stuff? I'm like, I'm going to give them out. I don't want to do it anymore. But the biggest obstacle was dealing with a company that didn't want to work with a Nigerian company, and that really hurt me, and that really kind of, it knocked my confidence a bit because it kind of made me think, I wonder how many other companies are thinking that way.
Like this,
and it was quite sad that a lot of the companies that we dealt with, they had some unsavory experiences with Nigerians. So we were willing to do the whole, okay, you want us to pay up front, not a problem, we're going to do that. So that's how we managed to, you know, that's how we managed to, you know, get over that obstacle. And I think my advice for entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs is you need to realize you are going to face some obstacles.
You are going to
face some obstacles. The most important thing is for you to have that mindset of, okay, I know things are not going to be easy, but I'm going to overcome every single obstacle.
Exactly, I agree with that.
Yes,
definitely.
I'm going to cry, I'm going to, you know, wail, but I'm going to get up and I'm going to dust myself off and I'm going to keep going.
Exactly. So now that we actually have the product, we're going to look at, I'm going to look at the product. I'm really excited. But before that, I wanted to talk about the two types of customers. What are you offering to them? Because I know I told you that while you are aiming initially for the fuller-figured lady with a heavy bust, there are some smaller women that are really heavily endowed.
I think that there was a sign. So just before we launched, a few days before we launched, I thought about it and I decided to, because initially the whole tagline was for, you know, plus-size women, for fuller-figured women and everything. And then last minute, I just thought, you know what? I think I'm going to change it to for fuller busts.
Exactly.
So that's actually what we're working on. So the demand, the requests that we've had from women, you know, with small band sizes, so like your 30, 32, but big cup sizes. Like I get messages and they're full of such desperation, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to do something about this. So over the next, you know, few months, we're going to be working on, you know, getting products that will, you know, satisfy their needs.
Okay, cool. Let's look at it. So as we're looking at the pieces, I want you to tell us, you are a woman, what are you offering them when they get this? I know you're offering them options. This
is actually our best-selling bra. So remember, I said when I did my course at London College of Fashion, one of the things that I did learn was, you know what, there, you might love colorful stuff. You might love, like, you know, super colorful nail varnish, but there are people that prefer their blacks.
Yes.
So this is actually our best-selling bra, and it's full coverage. It's full coverage,
which means that it covers all of you.
Yes, it covers, and it's very, very supportive as well.
So underneath with the underwire.
Yes, it's got the underwire. It's got the 3 hooks. A lot of women that actually made inquiries prefer 3 hooks.
Yeah, so they hold you in more.
Better support. And the straps are thick, but they're not like grandma thick.
Yes, because I see that we're still getting a good, nice little bit of lace detail, you know?
Because there's nothing worse than, you know, being a young woman and you're wearing a bra that's like, that looks like a harness and it's very, very unattractive. So this is our best-selling bra, and I was just, this one is almost actually sold out.
Wow.
And it's just been like about a week, which is crazy.
Okay, so we definitely want to find out, what is your social media handle? People are, they're like, please, Toolz, how can we get the bra?
It's Shop Sablier. Shop Sablier, Shop Sablier, our website. So you can order via WhatsApp. You can also order via our website, which is www.shopsablier.com.
Okay. Yeah. So for everybody who's watching, make sure you go on shopsablier.com.
Yes, on Instagram.
And on Instagram as well. She's busy, you guys. You can't be sending her 500 DMs. Go on there. The information is there.
Yes.
Shop the pieces. Nigerians don't really like to shop online, I've realized, but hopefully they will.
I thought they didn't, but we had.
Are you getting a lot of orders online?
I mean, for the first day, my website crashed twice.
Wow.
And that was, I just was thinking, what is going on?
There is a market for this.
So,
why was no one doing bras before?
I don't, and I really think one of our strengths is our pricing point.
It's
so
good,
this, I think this is 5,500.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is 5,500. And do I have time to show you some more or no?
Yeah, let's look at one more. I think we have like a little bit of time. Yes.
So this one, oh goodness, let me take it out of the packet. This one, I had to do this because everybody knows I love my, you know, animal print. So this is one of the bras that I actually wore during the campaign. This is 6.5.
Okay.
Yes, so you get a little bit more. This is full coverage as well, and you can, I mean, this is like a very, very supportive bra, and they're all very comfortable. Yeah. So you have the support, but you don't have the super, super thick straps that dig in and leave marks and everything. So yeah, this is a very, very fun bra. I had to do this for my animal print lovers as well.
So there you have it, everyone. So I like this one as well. Hopefully she'll think about people like me later on after
you
this.
You guys can find bras anywhere.
Thank you so very much, Toolz, for coming on the show. I really appreciate you being here. That's all the time we have, but we're definitely going to have you back to see how the business is done.
Yes.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.
Thank you.